Okay, so let's just settle into your meditation posture. If you are sitting on a chair at a desk or something and your feet are down, make sure that they're in a parallel position. And you can probably help yourself by putting a little cushion underneath your feet. Other than that, if you're sitting in the regular cross-legged position, you can please make sure you have something supporting your sit bones. Just to raise yourself up a little bit. It makes the sitting posture a lot easier, and it helps to align the spine. So the hands are in the meditation mudra with the thumbs touching. The shoulders are over the hips. And imagine your spine is a string of pearls of light stretching from the base all the way up to the crown of the head and beyond. And welcome, Jocelyn. You can imagine somebody is above you or behind you, very gently lengthening your spine. And the crown of your head is heading towards the ceiling. The head is slightly tipped forward and the eyes are down, looking along the length of the nose, if they were open. The tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth, and relax the jaw. So let's just bring our attention to the crown of our head and relax the scalp, and the eyes, the nose, and the cheeks and the jaw and the area around the mouth. And bring your awareness to the back of the scalp and just relax that area. And just notice the tiny little relaxations that are happening in the face, around the jaw, around the ears. You can relax your temples and bring your attention inside your ear and relax the inner ear. See what happens. Which is almost as if you do that, the jaw relaxes in the back of the tongue. And relax the occipital bone at the back of the head, the neck, the shoulders. And that area in between the shoulder blades, upper thoracic. Relax the throat and the shoulders and the chest and the belly and the limbs, the hands, fingers, feet, and the toes. Let's just bring our mind back to the breath. Notice the sensation of the air as you're breathing in. It's slightly cool and slightly warmer air as you're breathing out. If there's any sounds in your environment, just allow those sounds to be there. They're just part of your life. And try not to follow with your mind to the source of the sound. You notice thoughts as they're arising. You may have things you're about to do after this meditation. Maybe you have to go to work. Maybe you're about to check emails or make breakfast or have things to deal with. But just maybe allow those things to be outside of this 30 minutes, because it'll come around so fast. So just put all those things to one side, bring the mind back to the breath, and then notice the thoughts as they're arising. Allow them to abide for a moment and just let them go naturally, because they will. One thought will be followed by another. And try not to engage with your thoughts. Follow a story, or even make up a story about what you think might be going to happen today. Your thoughts are just like little bubbles. They will just arise, be there for a moment, and then they'll burst. And bring the mind back to the breath. And often breath is used in meditation as it's like it's your home. This is something we do all the time. We never stop breathing. So it's always there for us. So it's very easy to focus on the breath. So let's bring to mind all the people of your life, the ones we love, the ones who offer us their strength, they're kind to us, support us. We do the same for them. Our friends, our dear ones. And then there's those ones who we just don't get on with so well. Karmically, it just doesn't work. They irritate us, or we irritate them, or we just regard them as someone we want to keep away from, we have aversion to. And then there's the strangers. We don't think about them, we're indifferent to them. There's a few things to think about, all these different categories of people, and the first thing is that they are all the same as us. They feel the same as us. They have the same emotions, they have the same needs. They all want to be happy. Regardless of where they sit in your mind. Constantly searching for happiness and never quite finding it. They all wish to be free from suffering, and they're always running into problems. And they all have this incredible capacity for enlightenment, for purity, for wisdom, compassion. And this capacity we all have within us, and we always will have within us. It's the who we really are. This person that we think isn't good enough is not who we are. This is just layers of dirt over this pure, clear stuff. And the other little aspect about these three categories of people that we have in our life is that they will change places at any time. Your dearest friend one day may become a stranger, or maybe they start to irritate you, then all of a sudden they're no longer your friend and they've moved into another category. Perhaps an enemy all of a sudden becomes a dear, dear friend. A stranger becomes a friend. So we grasp at these different categories as though they were real. That person's always going to be my enemy. That person will never be my friend. But things change. Life's very impermanent. So for the people who we love, we should be grateful for their kindness, really appreciate them, not take them for granted, because it could change. The people who we dislike, perhaps open our hearts to them, have compassion for them. And the same for the people that we're indifferent to. Anyway, bring the mind back to the breath. As we'll do, let's just do today one round of the 9-round breathing, one set. So just imagine you're breathing in blissful, radiant white light through the right nostril first of all. Pause at the top of the breath and breathe out through the left all your attachment and grasping and neediness, not feeling enough. Excuse me. Wanting more. And you breathe that out as thick black yucky smoke, and it disappears into space. Not one atom left. Then breathe in through the left nostril, blissful, radiant, white light, pausing at the top of the breath, and then breathe out through the right, all your anger and hatred, wishing to harm, and jealousy and bitterness, grudges. You breathe that out as thick black yucky smoke, and it disappears into space. You do that 3 times, and then breathe in through both nostrils, this radiant white light, pausing at the top of the breath, and breathe out all your ignorance, not knowing, not understanding, not really getting how things truly exist. Okay, well, so we'll just do each of those 3 times, and then we'll do the next little bit. And when you finish, just bring the mind back to the breath. Just breathing in and breathing out. So I just wanted to read you what Lama Yeshe says a little bit. One of the things that Lama Yeshe says about meditation. Meditation does not imply only the development of single-pointed concentration, sitting in some corner doing nothing. Meditation is an alert state of mind, the opposite of sluggishness. Meditation is wisdom. We should remain aware every moment of our daily life, fully conscious of what we are doing and why and how we are doing it. We do almost everything unconsciously. We eat unconsciously. We drink unconsciously. We talk unconsciously. Although we claim to be conscious, we are completely unaware of the afflictions rampaging through our minds, influencing everything we do. We must check up for ourselves, experiment. This is how Buddhism works. It gives us ideas that we can check out in our own experience to see if they're true or not. So just bring the mind back to the breath. Just feel, did any of what Lama Yeshe said just then ring true for you. Maybe there was something in there that was, oh yeah, that's me. So now imagine in the space above you, about a couple of inches above your head, a sphere of white light. Somewhat smaller than the size of your head. Pure, transparent, non-material. So just spend a minute or so trying to get a sense of this sphere of white light. If it does not appear sharply to your mind, it's just enough to know that it's there. You can think that this light, this circle of light, represents all the universal goodness and love and wisdom, the fulfillment of your own highest potential. And it's a radiating light. Imagine now it decreases in size till it is about an inch in diameter, and it just melts into you through the crown of your head until it reaches your heart center, your heart chakra. And it begins to expand once again. Slowly spreading to fill your entire body. And as it does, all the solid parts of your body dissolve and become light. Your organs, your bones, blood vessels, tissues, and skin all become pure, transparent light. Your hair becomes light. Your blood becomes light. Your fingernails become light. So focus on the experience of your body as light. Think that all problems, negativities and hindrances have completely vanished, and you've reached a state of wholeness and perfection. If any thought or distracting object or sensation, feeling appears in your mind, you can also dissolve it into light. So we're going to meditate like this for another 7 minutes or so. So try and remember what Lama Yeshe said and keep your mind focused and alert. So try not to space out, even if it feels nice. If you notice yourself spacing out, catch yourself, but very gently bring your mind back to the breath. Just kind of realign yourself and then back to your meditation. Your body of light. Try not to space out. Okay, so very slowly, very gently, bring your mind back. Notice the weight of your feet, either on the floor or on the cushion underneath your legs. And the weight of your hands resting in your lap. And your sit bones on the cushion. And bring the mind back to the breath. Slowly become aware of your environment, the sounds, the smells. As we dedicate all the positive energy that we've created this morning doing this meditation to the benefit of all the people of your life and to yourself as you're moving along your own path, your own spiritual path. Okay, thank you so very much, everyone. Lots of love. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Enjoy the arrival of the statues. It's so